Hi everyone, it's Hillary. Welcome back to the Creative Faith YouTube channel. Today I have a funny little video. So over on the right hand side you'll see a craft spiral notebook, and that was my 2020 Word of the Year notebook. I do have a YouTube video showing that I will link in the description box below, but you guys, I hated it. I did not like that notebook at all. Their spiral was too small for the pages. I really prefer traveler's notebook size when I'm working on projects, and so I ripped apart my 2020 Word of the Year notebook and made a new one. So this first little part of the video, I will just show a little peek into the start of doing that, and then I will show a flip through of what it looks like now. So yeah, sorry for the funky lighting, but that's when I was working on this project. And so what I'm using instead is my Peonies dot grid notebook that you guys can pick up on Amazon, and I will link it in the description box below. I totally love this notebook. I love the size, I love the dot grid, and I love the paper quality, and I have been using the notebook way more since I switched. And so I want to encourage you guys, it's okay to abandon and switch a project, and I am using it way more now, and so I love it. And so yeah, I just wanted to kind of document the process and what it looks like now. So I have two words for 2020, joy and sacrifice, and so I am dividing my notebook up into two sections. The front half will be joy and the second half is sacrifice. And so this is a spot where I am putting quotes, Bible verses, Bible stories, book quotes about songs, about those themes. And I'm using a lot of different things from my stash to set it up and work in it, which has been super fun. And so one of the things I'm using right now is the Planner Society. It has these really cool glitter edgers, and I used these in my original notebook for 2020 that I didn't like, and so I still had some more, and I'm using them now to divide the two sections, joy and sacrifice. The Peonies notebooks come with a blank cover. They don't come saying joy and sacrifice on them. But I used VersaFine ink, and then I used clear embossing powder on top, so it is embossed. So if you want to stamp on the cover of these notebooks, I would encourage you guys to probably use StazOn ink, not VersaFine. VersaFine ink will not dry, but embossing is a really good way to make the VersaFine ink permanent and just give a really cool texture to the start, the cover of your journal. So that's how I ended up making the cover. And then I used one of the Planner Society pockets in the front inside cover to hold stickers and things for that kind of go along with my words of the year. So as I'm going throughout the year and I find or get little things that match my words of the year, then I can put them in the pocket to add to my journal. And so I was able to trim down some of the things that I put in my original notebook and add them into my new notebook, so that was really awesome. And then I also transferred over some of the content as well. So like books about joy I am adding, and songs about joy I'm adding to the back of the kind of front of my section about joy. I love using dot grid pages because it is kind of blank, but also allows you to be able to make boxes and lines, which is a really awesome thing about using dot grid pages. So that is why I extra love this notebook. I hope you guys will pick up one or two on Amazon. They also make really great gifts if you're needing some gifts right now, and you have free shipping if you have Amazon Prime. So definitely check out these really cute notebooks that I designed, available on Amazon. I would love to know, do you document your word or words of the year? I started doing this in 2018. In 2018, my word of the year was courage, and I made a traveler's notebook all about courage, and courage in my own life and courage in the lives of different people in the Bible. And so I do have a full flip through of my 2018 word of the year notebook that I will link down below if you guys want to see that. And I don't know, I just really loved that project and have been loving documenting my word of the year in a notebook of some kind. For 2019, my word of the year was surrender, and I had a really pretty notebook from Legacy of Love Creations that Ashley made me with my word of the year on it, but I had a really crazy 2019, so I didn't totally document it. But I actually have been going back here in 2020 and filling in quotes and verses and Bible stories about surrender. So that's been really cool. Let me know if you want to see a flip through of that notebook in the comments below. And I would love to do that for you guys. So anyways, it's just been a really neat way to walk through what God teaches me about these words each year. And whether I'm documenting Bible stories or examples from my own life, there's just a really neat way to think about themes in the Bible. This I Am Joyful Because comes from my Choose Joy printable joy journal available in my Etsy shop, and I will link that in the description box below. You'll see a lot of little bits from that in my first section because my word of the year is joy. So my joy journal is really great for documenting joy in the Bible. So definitely check out that resource down below. Alright, here we go. Now we get to flip through what my journal looks like now, partway through the year. It is getting chunky and it's so full of just all that God has taught me so far in 2020 about these two words. So again, in the front, I have this little pocket full of stickers and tags and things that I can use to document joy and sacrifice. And so including some little phrases. These are from my James Bible study printable, but you guys, you can use other printables in here. And so one of the parts of James talks about the book of Job, and I thought that would be great for documenting joy. So I'll link that printable in the description box below if you want to check out that Bible study printable, and that would be great to use in here too. So I have Best Year Ever 2020. I do still want to write a prayer here for the year, but I haven't done that yet. And here's my cover page for Choose Joy. And so I have my definition up here, again, that I cut out of my previous notebook. And then down below I have a verse of the year. And these two are also from my James Bible study printable in my shop. And so my verse of the year for joy is James 1:2-4. And then up here I have books about joy and songs about joy. So if you have any Christian books that you love about joy, leave them in the comments below, or your favorite songs. Again, this I was able to take from my other notebook, and the Amen is from my Choose Joy printable journal. And I still need to make a list of all the awesome reasons I have to be joyful. And here I added let's see, I think this is just a quote that I added using some stickers. And I've been really loving using little bits of my stash, different stickers to write out quotes, Bible verses, all about joy. This is kind of cool. It's a neat place for me to add little bits and things. So my aunt drew this, and it's this cute little joy owl, so I glued that in. And then my friend Dana gave this to me for, she was praying over just something in my life, and I just loved the sentiments on it and how they matched with my word of the year. Stay strong, stay positive, rejoice always, and leave the big stuff up to God. The Lord is my strength, my song. He has become my salvation. Joy is the great note all throughout the Bible. And so in order to keep it pushed down, I have this little bow clip. I didn't make this. I got this, I think, in a Happy Meal from someone. And I also have a spot here to add more quotes if I want. And then this is a printable from my Etsy shop called Praise Him. I will link this in the description box below for you guys to check out. It's all about the story of Hannah in 1 Samuel 1 and 2. And so I added this prayer request card behind it from my friend Allie Scraps. She has coordinating prayer request cards for this set that I'll link down below too. And then it flips open, so I have lots of room for journaling. I love this little girl that I drew that comes in the printable, as well as this little bit in the heart. So all of those pieces come in the printable. So it's documented kind of what Hannah's story teaches me about joy. And then over here, this is a piece of paper from a Happy Planner sticker set, accessory book, I think. And then this is some Simply Gilded washi tape that I got from the West Coast Planners Candy Shop Conference. And it just is so beautiful and happy, just all these fun rainbow colors. So again, I have some extra spots for documenting quotes and things about joy. This is one of the prompts from my printable joy journal, all about possessions. And so I found some different stickers of things that I love. My car does not look like that, but I have a little car, money, home, a little mug, books, journals. And so I think sometimes we can get so focused on possessions that make us happy that we forget that those will go away someday. And so I was just journaling about Hebrews 10:34 and how we have if you're a Christian, you have this eternal perspective on joy and possession. So it just kind of put me in check about, yes, all of these things are important and great, but God and the hope of heaven are even more important to bring us joy. I journaled about the story in Acts 16 of Paul and Silas in prison. I wrote out a bunch of the story and wrote out some things that I learned, and I made these cute little joy marbled hearts from one of our kids' church lessons from church that I've been doing, and I'll link the YouTube video if you guys want to check out that kids' church lesson. And then that's it so far for joy. Next we have sacrifice. And I have a little definition and this little prayer. This Jesus also came from that James Bible Study printable. And then I have my verse of the year. And again, this I was able to take from my previous notebook. And some other quotes. Anne Voskamp's one of my favorite authors, and I'm reading The Way of Abundance. I'll link that on Amazon if you guys want to check it out. It's a really good devotion book, and a lot of the themes have been about sacrifice. Some more spots for journaling. One of the main stories in the Bible, when I think of sacrifice, I think of Abraham sacrificing his son Isaac. And so this is from my Consuming Fire printable in my Etsy shop that I'll link down below. And I was just journaling all about that story and what God taught me from that. This is the start of a page about Jesus. Jesus is, of course, the ultimate sacrifice, him on the cross. I have a little Bible verse, and so this is a work in progress. And then my same aunt who drew the little joy owl also made these for me, and so that's really special. And so I washi taped them in. I did a really cool blue background using acrylic paint. And then these are Library of God sticky notes from my friend Allie again. I'll link these in her shop. Really great place for journaling. I don't love journaling over acrylic paint. It kind of gunks up my pens, and so I thought adding those sticky notes would be great. And then I also added some die cuts, and this is a sticky note, so more places to journal and just utilize that kind of hidden space. So that's all I have for sacrifice for now. But I love watching my journal grow, and it has just been really fun to document all of these Bible stories and quotes and things. And I am so much happier, and it's been so much easier for me to use this notebook versus the previous one that I used. So again, I just would challenge you guys to be okay with ditching or changing a project. And I also learned something about myself now, and that is that I really like this size, not anything much smaller for doing a project like this. So anyways, I hope this gave you guys some fun ideas, and again, check out all the links in the description box below. Especially pick up one of these Peonies journals on Amazon. They are really affordable and super, super beautiful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!